You know someone like this. Maybe it's an uncle, maybe a neighbor. He drives a truck that's 10 years old, wears the same jacket every winter, and never once brags about money. And yet every single time something goes wrong, a medical bill, a roof, a kid's tuition, he just pays it. No panic, no loan application, no second job. People assume he got lucky or inherited something or married well. He didn't. Here's the part that took me years to understand. Glamour gets attention. Boredom builds wealth. The businesses that look impressive at a dinner party are usually the ones bleeding money behind the scenes. The businesses nobody wants to talk about are usually the ones quietly paying for everything. After going through years of small business data and talking to owners across a dozen unglamorous industries, I put together 20 of these forgotten businesses. Some of them are going to make you a little uncomfortable because you'll realize you've been walking past your own opportunity for years without seeing it. Stick around, because the last one on this list ties every single other one together, and it's the business people ask me about the most. Let's get into it. You've probably driven past a laundromat 1,000 times and never given it a second thought. That's exactly why it's number one. Laundry is one of the only chores nobody can postpone. It doesn't care about your schedule or the economy. Once someone finds a machine that works, they stop shopping around, and a well-run location can quietly run for decades with almost no marketing at all. Quick question. What do a gym, an airport terminal, and a fishing dock have in common? All three are perfect spots for specialty vending machines. Not soda and chips, but protein bars, phone chargers, bait and tackle. The more specific the niche, the fewer people even think to compete with you, and a route of 30 or 40 machines can replace a full-time income without a single employee. Here's a fact that surprises almost everyone. There are more self-storage units in this country than there are locations of some of the biggest fast food chains combined. And most of them are still owned by regular people, not corporations. Customers pay monthly, forget what they even stored, and keep paying anyway. That's about as close to income on autopilot as real estate gets. But here's what most people never notice about this entire list. Every business on it survives because it solves a problem that repeats itself forever. Mobile car detailing works for the same reason. You bring the shop to the customer. A single job runs a few $100s, and cars get dirty again the moment it rains, whether the economy is booming or not. Junk removal and dumpster rental. Somebody's clutter is always somebody else's paycheck. Renovations happen, people move, estates get cleared. The volume never really slows down. Pressure washing. A few $1,000s in equipment, and you're cleaning driveways and siding for a few hundred a job. Clean one house on a street, and the neighbors start calling within the week. No advertising required. Here's where a lot of people get the wrong idea. They think gutter cleaning is too small to matter. Actually, it's one of the most repeat-heavy services on this entire list. Every homeowner needs it done twice a year, and almost none of them want to climb the ladder themselves. That's not a small business. That's a subscription nobody calls a subscription. Now, before you laugh at this next one, hear the math first. Pet waste removal. There are tens of millions of dog-owning households in the country, and a large share of them despise this exact chore. Weekly visits at a modest price, multiplied across even 100 clients, adds up to a real income. Almost nobody wants to compete for it, which is exactly the point. Residential window cleaning. Same logic. A task people avoid, dangerous enough that they'd rather pay someone else, with repeat customers as the norm. Mobile, notary, and loan signing services. Certification is cheap, and real estate closings need a notary constantly. Offer evening appointments or a second language, and you separate yourself instantly from everyone who only works 9 to 5. Bookkeeping for small businesses. Every single business on this list needs someone to keep the numbers straight, and almost none of them want to learn it themselves. It's remote capable, and clients rarely switch once they find someone reliable. The hassle of changing is worse than the annoyance of staying. Commercial cleaning contracts. Not homes, offices, medical buildings, schools. One contract can pay thousands a month and renews automatically, which means the hard part isn't keeping the client. It's landing the first few. landscaping and lawn care. Everyone assumes this space is too crowded already. What they don't see is the difference between the guy still pushing the mower himself at 45 and the guy managing 5 crews who stopped mowing years ago. Same industry, completely different life. Now pause with me for a second, because I know exactly what you're thinking right now. This all sounds fine, but where does an actual person with a job and bills actually start? Here's the honest answer. You don't start with all 20. You pick the one that fits your city, your savings, and your willingness to do something that doesn't look impressive online. That willingness is worth more than any business plan. Pool maintenance. In warmer states, pools need attention year-round, whether they're being used or not. A route you visit on repeat instead of chasing new customers every week. HVAC, filter, and maintenance subscriptions. Homeowners forget until something breaks. Handle it for them automatically, and a one-time service quietly becomes recurring monthly revenue. And here's a twist almost nobody considers. Parking lot striping. Every shopping center and school parking lot needs its lines repainted on a schedule, often because it's legally required. And most people don't even know this business exists. That's not a weakness. That's the entire opportunity. ATM ownership. Buy a machine, place it in a busy local business, collect a fee on every transaction. One machine won't change your life. A small network of them starts to look like a second paycheck that shows up whether you worked that day or not. Portable restroom rental. Every festival, every construction site, every outdoor wedding needs them, and somebody has to own the units. It is not glamorous in the slightest, and that's precisely why the people who stick with it rarely see a competitor knocking. Appliance repair. Washers, dryers, refrigerators break down on their own schedule, not yours, and people need them fixed today. Fewer young people are entering the skilled trades right now, which means the demand for the ones who do keeps climbing every year. And number 20, the one I told you to remember, is a laundry pickup and delivery service. Here's why it earns the top spot. It combines nearly everything on this list: recurring customers, low starting cost, constant demand, plus the one thing most of the other 19 don't offer: convenience. You don't even need to own a laundromat. Partner with one that already exists, handle the pickup and delivery, and keep a healthy cut for doing the part nobody else wants to do. Let me tell you about 2 people I know, because the list only means something once you see what it does in a real life. Marcus is 41, works in logistics, makes a steady but unremarkable salary. He's wanted to start something for years and has a folder full of half-finished business plans. Every idea gets compared to something polished he saw online. A slick storefront, a branded app, and because nothing measures up, he starts nothing. His monthly subscriptions and takeout habits quietly add up to more than enough to have bought a pressure washer years ago. Jordan is 39, works maintenance at a hospital, similar paycheck. 3 years ago, Jordan bought a pressure washer, printed cheap business cards, and started knocking on doors. Jordan told me the first walk down that street felt humiliating. The first 5 houses didn't even open the door, and the 6th one just said, "Not interested," through the screen. Jordan almost quit that same afternoon. But house number 9 said yes. Then 2 more said yes that week. By month 6, a homeowners association contract brought in 12 houses at once. Today, Jordan has 2 part-time helpers, a fully equipped truck, and a side business that quietly outpaces the hospital paycheck. Same age, same income, same starting point. The difference was never talent or luck. Jordan just accepted something Marcus still hasn't. Boring builds wealth, and being willing to look a little foolish on the first day is the actual price of admission. Marcus is still waiting for the perfect idea. Jordan has 3 years of paying customers and the quiet confidence of knowing that if the hospital job disappeared tomorrow, something else would still be standing. That's what real financial security looks like, not a number in a banking app, the absence of fear. I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow and buy a laundromat. I'm telling you to look at what's already operating around you that nobody ever mentions, because it doesn't make for a good photo. Several of these you could start with less than a couple $1,000s. A few could realistically begin this weekend. And every single one shares the same quality. They solve a problem that never actually goes away. Clothes get dirty. Grass grows. Pipes clog. Dogs make messes. None of that changes whether the market is up or down. Glamour gets attention. Boring gets rich. So here's the only real question left. Out of these 20, which one could you actually see yourself doing? Tell me in the comments. I read every one, and I'm curious which of these surprised you the most. If you know somebody who's been stuck for years looking for the idea, send them this video. It might be exactly the nudge they need. And if this changed how you look at even one of these businesses, that's what the like button is for. See you in the next one.